how you doing? I am back for another video of Married at First Sight. It is decision day. This is decision part 1 this week. And like I kind of predicted last week, that this episode, most of it is going to be a filler episode. So let's get right on into it. So the episode starts off with David and Ashley. They're going for a run. David has figured out that they get along a lot better when they're doing activities. So he's trying to stay positive, as David always does. And they're going for a run. He asks her how she feels about decision day. They're kind of playful. She's kind of playful about it. But that is that. Next, they go on to Tre and Vanessa. Tre and Vanessa are still trying to do things nice for each other, because they know that last week is really a stressful week. Vanessa cooked dinner. Tre is really appreciative of it, and they go to have dinner on the terrace. Next, we go to Neil and Samantha. Neil and Samantha take the time to go rock climbing, and first Neil is the support for Samantha. Samantha gets up there, then Samantha's the support for Neil. It is such refreshing to see Neil and Samantha get closer, find more intimacy. In one of the conversations that they were having in the car, they were driving somewhere before they got to the rock climbing, and it was at night. And you can kind of tell that Neil needs to wear his glasses at night. I don't know if y'all recognize that, but I recognize that because the way he was kind of, I can't even do the look. The way he's kind of looking. She told him he was looking so serious. I think it's because he couldn't really see at night. But anyway, but like I said, it's really refreshing to see how well they are starting to mesh. She mentions in the car that, they had never kissed. She needs to give him a little sample so he can make his decision. And I thought that was like super ultra cute. So we start the highlighting. The first highlight is Neil and Samantha. They flash that across the screen. They show things from the wedding, things of how they weren't getting along at first during the honeymoon, how aggressive she was, and just pretty much trail the couple. So next they move on to David and Ashley. David is speaking with Ashley about how he feels the relationship has gone. He's never had more, felt like he's grown more with the poor person. All kinds of stuff. David, boy, Lord have mercy. He really has his mind wrapped around being married. I think he idealizes being married more than looking at the situation that he's in. Ashley is talking with him, and she's agreeing on some things and some things she's not, but they're speaking about decision day. So then they go on to highlighting David and Ashley's thing. They start at the wedding and go through everything, conflicts, parties, all that stuff. Basically a nice little highlight reel for David and Ashley. That's all. Alright, so they move on. I don't even know if I'm in the frame. So they move on to Tre and Vanessa, and they begin to highlight their marriage, which we have really, really all enjoyed. We all know that We all know that Tre and Vanessa have had, Vanessa's relationship has had its ups and downs. Vanessa has her trust issues. Tre has really put forth a great effort, but with her trust issues, it makes him a little bit standoffish. But they've had some great moments. They have great chemistry. They have natural attraction for each other. So Tre and Vanessa's relationship is the one that I'm hoping that they stay together. But you never know, because a lot of the editing kind of puts you in a something may happen. So I don't know, but I love the highlight reel for Tre and Vanessa. Moving forward, the couples are starting to talk with their friends and family. Let's start off with David. David sits down with his two friends. His two friends are very supportive, and they were like, we're going to ride with you either way it go. If it works out, we're there for you. If it doesn't work out, we're there for you. I really wish someone would have said, hey, David, take off the blinders. This is not working. She's a really pretty girl, but she's just not that into you. Somebody needed to say that. And maybe they said that off camera, and FYI did not put that there. But this whole I'm a ride or die with you, even though I know things aren't going well, friendship thing really kind of irritated me. Ashley is talking to one of her bridesmaids about how the whole experience has been, and she's giving her down her version of it. I really wasn't too concerned, so I really didn't pay too much to the conversation. Just being honest. So they move on to Tre and Vanessa. Tre is talking to one of his friends via FaceTime, and he wants some advice, but the friend is really not giving him the advice that he wants. He's not giving him a definite answer advice. He's giving him more scenarios of how to, he's giving him more of a scenario type of situation just to try to get him to open his mind and make the right decision without his influence, and I can respect that. Vanessa has gone to lunch with her sister, and in her confessional she admits that she is falling for Tre, which I think all of us already knew that. So she's real nervous because she doesn't want to be heartbroken again. She doesn't want to fail at this, and she doesn't really know what the decision is. So you can tell that she looks really nervous and really tired, and her sister says the same thing, but her sister gives her encouragement. So they talk to Sammy, about how they think decision day should go, and all in all, she feels like really positive about the relationship. So that is Neil and Samantha. Alright, so it's the night before decision day, and everybody is nervous. Everybody doesn't know what they want to do. Everybody does not know the decision that they want to make. They speak to Ashley. She says she's thinking about it. David is like, I know what I want to do. I just hope Ashley feels the same way. Tre and Vanessa both kind of have the same opinion. They really want it to work, but if it's not gonna be productive or conducive, they don't want to, they don't want to drag it out. Vanessa's really worried because, she doesn't want to see it end. Excuse me. Neil and Samantha, same indifference. They're real nervous, real anxious, not sure what their decision is going to be. So we have hit decision day. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, guess who they start off with? Yep, you know it. David and Ashley. They're up, they're riding. He's telling her what he's telling her in the car, because I can't recall it right now. And she's nodding her head, and they get in. They meet with Dr. Logan and Dr. Joseph. I believe that's his name. If I got it wrong, please don't shoot me. George. First thing they ask is, Ashley, what has David taught you about being a good spouse? She said basically his optimism. They have been in some really bad situations where you felt like you couldn't just see anything but bad, and he always finds a way to turn it around, which is David's personality. They asked David. David says that Ashley has taught him how to fight. Ashley has taught him how to fight for what he wants, how to fight hard for this marriage. So they go on to ask David, what is your decision? David takes a deep breath, releases, and pours out his heart. You know how I feel. I feel like this could work. I know that there's love there. I see it. And I'm like, where do you see the love other than in your own heart? Basically, he says, I want to stay married. Because everybody knows David wants to stay married. Ashley says, well, I put it in the try, and she pulls up these fake tears. I didn't see a tear. I just heard a whimper. I didn't see a tear, Ashley. Did not see it. And I really, really tried, and I went back and forth, but I think the best thing for us is to get a divorce. We already knew. We already knew. She rolled that little invite out till she could get the one she really wanted, which was out of this, because she was never in this. And that is my opinion. Please don't shoot me. Decision day for David and Ashley. They asked them one more question, and finally David just kind of get angry. He was like, she keeps bringing up the whole social media aspect. If you really felt this way, then this wouldn't have came up. He was just like, you're just making excuses. There is no reason for us to have not tried to see if this could work. You just making up excuses. Anyway, that is Decision Day, Part 1. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you have not subscribed. I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Hey YouTube, how you doing? I am back with another review from Married at First Sight. We are almost to the